And this is coming from my 17 plus years in recruiting HR for my day job. Of course, I pastor and all those things too, but I'm gonna lean into that HR background and give you some really solid tips. Let's go. Now, if you clicked on this, I'm thinking it's probably because you want to set yourself up well on your way out. That is what I'm here to help you to do. Let's go. So a win is something that you did that is notable and you can talk about in an interview with the next company you're interviewing with. A win could be you were asked to do a certain project. It could be that you are the go-to person for a specific task or training and mentoring others. You need to write that win. But in addition to writing that win, find the ones that can be measured. So if you have mentored 20 people in the last 12 months, that sounds way better than if you were to say, I mentor people at work. As you're working, right? The whole time you got not a sheet of paper, your cell phone and your notes, whatever you use, and you're writing down those things that you actually are being selected for and you're doing well. Keep track of your wins. Actually get a resume. Now, if you are working in a space where you don't need it, where you fill out an application and that's what they see before they bring you in for an interview, you can hand them the resume the day you show up, or you can upload a document when you apply online. And if you can put together just a couple, 3 to 5 bullet points minimum of wins that you have at all these companies, you are going to be setting yourself up for success. It will make you stand apart. And it's important that you show up with kind of them already having a good feeling about you. That's really what you want. So make sure you have your resume together. First of all, if you don't have a LinkedIn page, I don't even know. A LinkedIn page is the modern day resume for most of us in the work world. It is the impression we give before we even apply for the job. On that LinkedIn page, you're going to find a spot at the bottom of your profile that says recommendations. I want you to request recommendations from your coworkers. You don't have any direct coworkers that you like? Okay, I want you to request it from maybe someone you've done business with. The person that shows up to the company and maybe does things for your company. All of these things matter because they can speak to how you conduct yourself at work, right? And that makes a difference when other companies are considering you. So another thing I want you to do as you are leaving your job is to start early. So you need to give at least 6 weeks for the interview process. Now, this is more a professional workspace. Some places you can walk in, interview, and then you can start on the job. And the tips I've given so far work great for that. But if you were in a professional space and you have to go through a series of interviews, a panel interview, and all these other things to get the job, you need to start 4 to 6 weeks before you want to start a new position. The reason why you want to do this is because the interview process can take time, right? And in the time that it is taking, you need to stay employed, right? Don't let your money get funny because you are so ready to leave. So try not to wait till you are just sick and tired and want to walk off and ruin your reputation. What you want to do is start a bit before that and then let the interview process roll and then nail it from there. And so this last one is more of a tip in this process. You can always pause your lurk. You can always pause your search. You don't have to keep the search going should you change your mind. So even if you start interviewing and you need to bow out, don't ghost them. Don't ghost the company. Just type them up. Hey, I'm going to need to withdraw from this interview process. I really appreciate your time. But don't feel like everything needs to be perfect for you to start applying, for you to start interviewing. You know what? I think I'm going to add another tip in this. When you start applying for jobs, assume they can call you the next day. So if your voicemail is like some crazy joke or something like that, change it before you start applying for jobs so you don't just, you know what I mean. So have your stuff together before the applications and stuff start getting submitted. There are so many different tips, but I hope this made a difference, right? Drop in the comments if any of these things resonated with you. Thank you to everyone who commented on the video about how to survive your job in 2023 that wanted me to do this. Y'all are awesome, and I did it for you. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Down with my partners who come in with